Welcome to Steel Story Shorts. We are here speaking today directly from the International Roofing Expo, and I have here with me Renee Ramey from the Metal Roofing Alliance. And welcome.
Thank you.
How are
Happy
you?
to be here. I'm great.
Good. So let's just get it started with this conversation. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and the Metal Roofing Association Alliance and what you guys do?
All right. Well, my personal background, very short and sweet, is I started out working with a steel converter uh, about 25 years ago. And in the process of doing that, became marketing director and then also transitioned over their metal roofing division for a short period of time before leaving and I was there for 17 plus years. Left there, went to a metal distributor, and then after the metal distributor was asked to come take this role as Metal Roofing Alliance Executive Director. So that's my history in a nutshell, which I will say has been very helpful because I've gotten to see the industry from a lot of different angles, which helps me in my role as it is today. As far as MRA goes, Metal Roofing Alliance is a spin-off association from the Metal Construction Association. They started in 1998, and so MRA has been in existence for quite a while now. And the intent of MRA, our mission, is to educate and promote metal roofing homeowners. So we're 100% residential, we're 100% metal roofing, and we exist to be a resource for homeowners and the industry, but specifically homeowner facing in sharing the word about metal roofing, educating them, providing some marketing to get them to consider metal roofing as they re-roof their home, with the intent of eventually hooking them up with an MRA member installer to get the job done.
Yeah, and I'm familiar actually with your website. And there's some very cool resources there. If you want to go buy a metal roof, you can really understand the details or what you should be looking for, why it's better, what's worse. It's a very good buyer's guide, right, that you have in there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Check it out, their website. It has definitely a lot of good information. How long have you been there now?
I'm just starting my 7th year in the role this month. So.
And what you think right now about the construction space, the metal construction space?
Oh, I think we're getting word out. I think it's growing. I think homeowners, specifically within the residential arena, I think they're starting to understand the role that metal can play and the benefits that metal roofing can bring. So from a construction perspective, overarching, I think it's a good time, but specifically for metal, I think we're primed to see some real growth.
And what do you think? What are the key factors you think is really driving this popularity of metal roofing?
I think it's durability, it's performance, it's sustainability. So if you put all of that in a nutshell, metal roofing, in my opinion, kind of sells itself, because when it comes to weather-related events, as an example, we're seeing a lot of those these days. Metal performs better than most other roofing materials, if not all other roofing materials on the market today, in protecting the home, staying in place. If it's protecting the home, it's protecting the people in the home, it's protecting the possessions in the home. So there's a lot of benefit to a homeowner by installing a quality metal roof, because it's fortifying, if you will, their home through those weather events, and that's huge. Tack on to that, again, I mentioned the durability and the long lasting. When you have a roof that you can put on once in 40, 50 plus years, that's great, because to re-roof every 10 years or 15 years, that's a lot of money and a lot of work. So just the ease of mind in putting on one roof and it being on there for a very long time. It's easy to maintain. There's not a lot of negative about that.
Yeah, and I'm going to shamelessly use this plug-in here, talk about our warranty. We do have warranties that go up to 60 years. So you're going to re-roof your regular roofing 3 times before you need to re-roof a metal roofing. And this is, I see, like, as you said, it sells itself. Right? It's a tremendous advantage to have that. And what are the latest trends that you see in growing? Actually, I'll go back to one point that I forgot. You mentioned the eco-friendly piece of it, right? And I think that is really a tremendous advantage for steel, especially roofing and any metal roofing for that point comparing to shingles.
Yes.
Right? And we know you have some things on your site too, talking
Yep.
about how much of the shingles that end up in landfills.
Yeah.
Right. So it is extremely more green, let's say,
Yes.
version for your roofing.
Absolutely.
Good. What is the latest trends in metal roofing that homeowners and contractors should know?
I think from our perspective, again, just talking about the residential roofing side, we're seeing some, more colors come into play. So I think homeowners are getting comfortable with the idea that it's not just one of 5 colors or one of 12 colors. That the color choices are infinite. Yeah. So that's a trend I'm starting to see. I think the preform panel, we're starting to see growth in popularity. Standing steam, still a wonderful product, still highly recommended. But now we've got products that mimic shake, wood shake or shingles, asphalt shingles, or even mimic, slate, tile.
Yeah, they look very appealing. Yeah.
And sometimes I have a hard time telling which one's which. Yeah. So it's kind of neat that homeowners are starting to actually understand that metal roofing can look like any other roofing product out there, and look very well like any other product out there. And so you get the benefits of the aesthetic you might be going for, but you also get all the benefits of metal roofing.
Yeah. It's a great point, because I think a lot of people think about metal roofing, think about that very construction, like very flat, and you can have any kind of look.
Yeah.
It looks really nice, and any kind of color, as you said.
Yeah.
Like shingles, you have maybe 2 or 3 options, but they all kind of look the same.
Yeah.
Right? You can get any color, any shape or form that you wanted. One more question here. Can you share insights of your resilience of the metal roofing in extreme weather? You touched a little bit on that, right? But extreme weather conditions like hurricane and also the hail storms, how does the metal performs better than other types of materials?
Well, the metal roofing systems, the panels themselves and the systems that they're a part of are so rigorously tested. I would say, being familiar with the roofing industry just as a whole, I would challenge anyone to say that their roofing products go through more testing or more rigorous testing than metal. I mean, we really put a lot of time and effort into making sure the quality metal roofing system that you put on your home is going to perform. So if you apply that to all these crazy weather events we've been having and whatnot, it just makes sense that the metal roofs are going to perform better. You leave your neighborhood, you leave your home, you come back after the storm, the odds of your roof still being intact and the stuff within, still being there, it's a lot higher with a metal roof. And so I really think the story that metal can share, and we hope to educate homeowners on, is that the testing we do is so much more advanced, so much more rigorous. So the product you're going to get is going to perform so much more better, than other products that are out there.
And we've seen too insurance companies starting to catch up to that, right? Because for them, protecting the inside of the home, right?
Yeah.
Like they don't only need, even if the get damage in the roof, they only need to replace the roof, but the metal will stay there and will protect. Right. The water will not go in.
Yep.
And so you may have some visual damage to your roof, but the water will not go in. Right. So your couch or TV, all that stuff still
ceiling.
It's all exactly. It's all in there. You don't need to replace. So like if they have a claim, it's a $10,000 claim against a $40,000 claim for them. So they're starting to catch up on that and giving discounts to homeowners. In some areas, homeowners already got discounts from metal roofing and their insurance premiums. So I think that's a pretty cool thing that we'll start giving people more and more of why to use metal roofing. Now, looking toward the future, and what's MIA goals and initiatives to further advance metal roofing industry?
Well, you touched on one just now. I think this year, going through 2024, our intent is to identify and partner with those entities within the insurance arena a bit tighter.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of our efforts. The other thing we're going to try to do is a lot of homeowners, the initial cost is off-putting in some cases. And I think we're going to spend some time this year identifying for the homeowner or walking the homeowner through the process that, a lot of companies don't expect you to outlay $40,000 right here. I'm going to write you a check.
Mhm.
The reality is, it's like a car or an appliance or adding a bathroom. I don't, it's a discretionary income thing that can be paid over time with financing, and the value that it brings, just amplifies the value of your home. Makes it easier to sell if you do sell, makes it safer. So I think we're going to spend some time in 2024. We've got all this great content. We'll continue to get it out about the sustainability and the environmental and all that. But I think we're really going to dive into insurance benefits, as you alluded to. And we're going to dive into, really breaking down that fear of cost and make them homeowners realize that, it is affordable.
Yeah.
It's just like buying a car. If you spread it out over time, you're getting an invaluable asset added to your home for for a smaller payment.
Yeah, and as I mentioned before, right, we've stayed there for 60 years or more, so like you don't need to re-roof, then we need to re-roof. So in the end of the day, it is an investment that pays back.
Yes.
Right? It pays back for itself.
Agreed.
What would be like success for 2024 for MRA?
Well, we like to see market share go up. That's kind of our main KPI. So success for this year would be seeing that market share continue to go up. We've made some soft statements about trying to get to 25% market share by 2025. I don't know if we'll get there or not, but we certainly hope to be up in the 20s by the end of this year. So that's the goal, is to just continue to market, continue to educate, and continue to grow that market share for metal roofing in the residential arena.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was nice to see you.
It was fun.
Yeah,
Thank
it was good.